target the muscles of your abs, and it is going to be categorized as what's called anti-extension and anti-rotation. So you're going to be using your core muscles to prevent yourself from going into extension, which would be arching your back, and to prevent you from going into rotation, which would be like twisting from the hips or the core. So for this exercise, you don't need any equipment, but if you have a set of gliders, it does make it feel a little bit better, but you can do it without. So there are two options for this exercise, either doing them off of the knees. Highly recommend starting off of the knees, and you can take it up onto the toes when you feel ready for it, but only take it up onto the toes if you are still able to remain stable and there's no movement happening at your hips especially. So I will show you all options. I'll start without the gliders from my elbows and my knees. So I'm going to get into a plank position, meaning that I'm a straight line from my shoulders down to my hips. I'm going to tuck my tailbone underneath me, so thinking about really pulling my belly button into my spine and then actively pressing my forearms into the ground so that I break my upper back up. And I'm really lengthening out my spine, tucking my chin, and pulling the back of my head and the back of my neck back. I'm going to squeeze my glutes as hard as I can, activate my abs, and then I'm going to slowly take one hand off the ground and tap it forward, or I can even just slide it. And other side. So you really need to take your time, alternating sides, to make sure that this doesn't start to happen. And if you feel ready for it, you can try just hovering the knees off the ground. I don't want you to lock the knees out. I want you to keep them soft. Now, if you have gliders, you can just have them underneath your hands, but keeping the elbows on the ground. So you don't want them on the elbows, you want your hands to be on the gliders. Elbows on the floor, same thing.